Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Good evening, everybody. On this Thursday night, we're starting off with a picture from Greg Wise, and we're on the Yellowstone River, and we're heading towards Cook City. And look at this. All of a sudden, we see Index and Pilot Peak show up in the mountains. Yeah, cool-looking shot there. Thanks, Greg, for sending that in. Meanwhile, look at this one. This is from Lynn Richardson. This was this morning's sunrise over there by Powell, sunset over there by Powell, Wyoming. You can see just a few clouds here or there. Meanwhile, here's the way things are shaping up in Billings right now. As you can see, we have 63 degrees. Oh, let me move over here. Hello, there's the moon. And we have a northeast breeze at about 7 miles per hour. Our high temp today topped out at 78. I'm losing. I thought I was losing weight, but look at this. I cover up the moon. Oh, well, anyway, 78 degrees was our temperature, and that was our high temp today. 73 is your normal high. The record 101 back in 1988. Record low was 33 back in 1937. When it comes to precip, nothing new fell in our rain gauge today. This stuff came really close to us. We had some pretty good sized hail just at the south of it, wound up in the Pryor Mountains today, but you'll notice here's what we're at, nothing today. For the month, though, we're still ahead of normal. For the year, we're at 414, need to be at 618 to be caught up to average. And as you'll see around the state right now, temps mostly into the 50s and 60s out in the west. A lot of 50s and 60s back here in eastern Montana. Jordan right now at 57. See 63 in Billings, 61 over Miles City. Northern Wyoming, we're into the 60s there as well. Worland 67. Cody at 60 degrees right now. Sheridan 63. But look at the reported highs. Look at all these 70s out here. Maybe some 80, yes, 80 over 87 over Worland, 80 at Cody today. One of the cooler spots over there at the Lewistown, 69 degrees, 66 at Cutbank, and a lot of 70s in the far west. And as we move on, this is the problem tonight. Our thunderstorm outlook shows just a stray thunderstorm or two possible across south central Montana. Most of the big stuff now has moved into the Black Hills of South Dakota. Now tomorrow looks like it's going to be just the opposite. You'll see a marginal risk of severe storms around Missoula spreading eastward, getting very close to the Billings area, but not quite there. And then elsewhere, just some isolated showers of thunderstorms there as well. In the meantime, here's the good news. They've canceled the flood warning on the Yellowstone River at Livingston and at Billings, but this river right there, that is the Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone, and that is still giving us some problems over at Edgar and also at Belfry. It's gone down a little bit in both cases, but it's forecast to get right at flood stage or beyond by the time the weekend is over with. In the meantime, Doppler radar shows you what we're seeing tonight, just some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving right through Belfry, but not in towards the Billings area. So we're adding more water to the river level there, and that's why it's going to rise as well. And so we'll move on a little bit and show you the big story here. We have a little dip in the jet stream coming right down across the state line with Wyoming. Pull back a little bit farther, and it all starts way out here, and it goes up. We call this the storm track too, because it takes those storms and just kind of directs them right along what's happening. So the showers are coming towards the Billings area, then they just kind of turned and went down in towards Wyoming tonight. Now at the moment, we do see a new cold front moving through the region, and as it does so, it'll probably just pull a little bit farther south and see another cold front right behind that. But then look at this. By tomorrow, here comes another warm front moving in, starting to warm things up in the west. And then after that, a couple of low pressure cells come together on Saturday, pull up all this batch of moisture, wrap it around that low pressure cell, and we'll see some heavier showers and thunderstorms on Saturday evening on into Sunday. But in the meantime, tonight, temps cooling back down to the 30s and 40s out in the west, 40s across the high line, south central Montana back down into the 50s in some cases with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we're back up into the 70s, some 80s, 88 at Hardin, 84 in Billings in the far northwest, into the 70s and 80s there, 80s up across the high line as well. But tonight in Billings down to 52 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Then tomorrow, 84 degrees on Friday, 87 Saturday. Then we cool it back down with a good chance of rain showers on Saturday and Sunday. Good chance of rain on Monday, 60s, and then back to the 60s and 70s we head into Thursday. But by the way, Thursday will be the dry day. We'll see maybe 20% chance for showers on maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's go back to Casey.